So there everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back if you're new around here. So this is a different type of video, everybody, that you won't see ever again. I never wanted to make this video, but because of the comments I had to read in the Spud Boys chat, it was only fair for me to actually provide you an explanation to it. There's no drama, nothing like that, so before anyone goes on their high horse thinking you're just doing it to gain to gain clout or something like that. No, it's nothing like that whatsoever. This is just me harmlessly commenting on what I had to read, and it isn't fair for the channel to be having that not dirt, but to be thrown in the mud in the way it was. And yeah, I do get along with Mike in his chat. I get along with everybody that comments in his streams. I like his content as well. I donated to him in the past. He don't ask for donations. I just do it because, he deserves that bit of support. Well, this video doesn't effectively ban me from Spud Boys, because there'd be nothing more disappointing than that, just simply because of this video. But, if it is, it is. But at the end of the day, I think, I'm allowed to speak out a little bit on the situation, so this is what I'm going to do. And also, I can't do it on my laptop because I can't record the internal computer audio. So this is on the DJ Action 4, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to see the messages clearly. I will provide you with context. I've also blurred out any participants that wasn't clearly involved in any of this, because I do not want to involve any other person who wasn't involved in it to begin with. So, yeah, let's get to it then. So this is how we started off, everybody. So Sarah H asked me 3 times, why they took the wetlands video down, this, that, and the other. I didn't want to reply to it, everybody. I'm being honest on this video here. I didn't want to reply to it. I didn't want to bring that to Mike's chat at all. Because it's not what it's about. Mike is there to entertain his viewers. You don't want to be dealing with this little fallout, this little disagreement thing. So I ignored it. I diverted the conversation into a different way, obviously in a good way, of course, but to get off that topic, and then when I've typed this comment here, as you've seen on the screen now, on the screen anyway, I mentioned about John H getting told off in Kingsway, and Sarah H then asked me again. I'm obviously ignoring the question, but Sarah then wanted me to reply to it. So this is how that thread emerged. So in the end, I had to give an answer, and that's what unfolded next. So you just want to go and find someone to bullshit about, just like the person at the wetlands you wrongly accused of not doing his job. Now, I disagree with this fully. I didn't accuse him of not doing his job. What I meant was that he was doing his job, but not doing it professionally. If I'm a visitor, if I'm paying £5 to enter and access that site, I want somebody there to patrol the car park. I want someone to meet us or greet us in some way. Maybe bring an umbrella, or maybe have a sensor then, where we push a button where it says ask for assistance. Someone can come and greet us. I don't own the wetlands. I don't own how they do things. But I think then maybe after this experience, they can actually redevelop how they greet their potential visitors. Because at the end of the day, you have got to purchase a token to leave. And I think, well, at the minimum, you want some available staff members there to either maybe give you a tour, to either say hello, to either give information of the site, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, so it wasn't that at all, Sarah. I'm not accusing him of doing his job. I'm saying he could have done his job a little bit better. And we all have bad days. We all have, we all have them. But this is the part that nobody really thinks of. I don't go out my way to give a bad name to these sites. I do edit my video, but I don't edit any conversation I have with any staff members. So if you watched previous videos, you will understand that any interaction with staff is always out there, and it's never edited in that way to make it look like it was something that it wasn't. So yeah, and I will show you the video as well again to back up that little claim. So yeah, my channel is not about the auditing side. I will challenge the right so they know the law and trespass if they wanted to pursue that. It's a civil offence. That's how people can do urban explores. And this is what I was on about a minute ago with the video, buddy. So it says no, there's only one person ignoring me what I'm saying. So this is Sarah H. Again asking me to reply to her earlier question, which was about the wetlands video. So it took to that little comment there for Sarah H to say again. So this is just the continuation of it. So your thumbnail stated the person couldn't be bothered to do his job. He did not say that. You have badmouthed several security persons on several videos. Now, Sarah H, I also want to mention that he wasn't a security guard at all. If anything, he was just a staff member, but that's besides the point. I don't agree with my badmouth several security at all. The only security I've done in any video really, or in the latest two videos I can think of, is when I went to the Caerphilly Winter Wonderland and the Newport Winter Wonderland. If you think about just security, so it just shows to show really that you've not watched hardly any of my videos, or ever since I've done the Pontypool American Gardens. You must not have watched much content since then of mine, and I know why, because you've eventually said it don't entertain you. So you can't really develop an opinion if you think I badmouth security people on several videos. So that's just nonsense. So I've mentioned about the auditing ability, so I think you might have seen that. I'm not into the auditing. Let me just go back to that comment if I've not shown you that one, because for transparency. So yeah, I did write that there, so I had to make sure that was on there so then you get the lingo of the conversation. So Sir H said there, so if you're not into the auditing, why are you out to slag off security guards and challenge them on your channel but not face to face? Thing is though, sir, I don't slag off security guards at all. I only had one that told me to turn the camera off in Newport, which was about 2 years ago now. I politely said to him that I'm on my way out anyway, and I did put his face out there because he did tell me to turn the camera off. You know, it's educational for the actual audience that if you're about to film these sites, you might get told off. And this is what you should be doing if you did get told off. So it's not like instigating. I don't instigate a reaction. Sometimes security just gives me one, and I got to reply to whatever I'm greeted with. But it's never done in a nasty format. If you said something to their face, they would batter your ass. And there again, though, Sarah, because they've incited violence, and that's also an assault. So they would be prosecuted for that. And no, I don't agree with the slagging off security guards, and I don't challenge them because this is not an auditing channel, Sarah. You know, it's not Star Audits. I'm not auditing places to give anyone hard times. I don't do that, and I'm not also saying to other auditors who do harmlessly do create content, whether it's private businesses, whether it's that. I don't disagree with what they do. Sometimes they do get a bit of aggro because of the staff and security that gives them it. I think though with the education of the audits channel, security should know how to behave. Staff members should know how to behave and how to professionally handle a camera person or camera personnel if they're just exercising a right to record. So this is just a little bit there. So the conversation is always published. It's raw from start to finish on my visits. And I said I don't slag off nobody. Sarah H, how many videos have you watched? So that's me, defending the channel really, because if you've not watched many videos, people think, well, I'm there to do that, and the retro experience don't think that that's the case at all. John Hamblin don't think that's the case at all. Granted, they don't particularly comment on many videos, but that's not the channel aim. I can guarantee you that if you asked a retro experience by the videos that he's seen, by the videos I've done and bumped into him, he knows just I'm a vlogger exercising a perfect legal opportunity to film, and that's it. I mean, I challenge anyone that disagrees that filming is not allowed. Of course I would, but the fact of the matter is though, I don't confront them. I don't hold them to account on my video, because that adds a different spin. It's not a vlogging type content then. It's there being educational. It's there to see it out through the end. This is not the channel. This is not designated channel for that, I'm afraid. It's not that activity I do. So yeah, that's that comment there. I don't tend to watch your stuff style vlogs because they don't entertain me. So, Sarah, you can't then have a formed of an opinion that I slag security off in several videos, which I don't. You can't have that formal opinion then if you never watched probably no more than probably 2 videos of mine. You're hypocritical there, if at the very least. So I disagree. The actual captions reflecting on what I said in the video. So a perfect example for this, everybody, I could give lots of examples, but when I went to the Newport Winter Wonderland and I've had an interaction with the bar staff who said about the AstroTurf, not a smoking area, that was a perfect good quotation there for my video because, it made it look interesting. It'll make it look interesting for viewers who want to watch it. Or maybe skip forward to that interesting part, whichever. I can't control if that's what they want to do. So it says that they reckon I'm doing it for clickbait. A good transparency of what's in that video. I offer context what's in that video. If I remember, sometimes it goes missed. I would add that little section at the channel, the video trailer that I put out before the main intro. So you could argue that maybe some of the quotations in the past, because of Mike kindly assisting me, really, on his live stream about how I should reword it, how I should make it, if the viewers are watching it, how, make it like that. So don't add anything like that. So, yeah, so we're kind of like losing that battle there. But, yeah, so anything that's actually said in that video is what I would label it as. But the clickbaiting, maybe once if I'd done that. But I've renamed it all, I think. I've renamed all the descriptions and things. So it's an accurate account. If people are going to watch that video, that's what they're going to see. So I intend to do it all the time because if anything then viewers will just get disinterested. They won't want to watch my video because if they click on it, they just think, well, this is just clickbait BS, and I'm out of here. So, yeah, if I've done it once, I've done it once, but it's not been a continuous thing on this channel. So it says here, well then, Sarah H, you can't have a full opinion on the actual channel. It's not clickbait, it's maximizing reach, and I'm different to other creators who do their things. You need to actually listen to your own video, which I will do in a sec. No one else can unless they go to that other section now as you've taken it down. And I will explain why that video has been taken down in a second. Well, that's a bit of a random comment, but I'm not going to show you that because that's got nothing to do with that. This little disagreement, So I will show you this comment now. That Sarah H did leave me before it, if I can find it again. So I got the 3 battery pack. So I don't know whether I can show you it now. Normally it would be on my dashboard. I think I got to make it public to see, which is really annoying actually. Let me see if I can get it in my notifications. If I put it as private temporarily, no, public, I mean, sorry, and then see if I can get a comment that way. I think Sarah H might delete that comment. I will try and get it back and looking at my email, see if it's going to be on there. Comments one, see if I can find it then. There we go. So this is the comment, everybody. So I eventually found it. So it says here as follows. So Tom, why do you feel the need to belittle security people all the time? That person, they didn't fancy going out to the car park considering how rainy the weather obviously was. Who would want to go out in it? You have shown him to have said that he can't be bothered to operate No, I said in the thumbnail, Billy, I can't be bothered to operate the car park, is what I said. So yeah, so if you didn't want to be bothered to go out in it, then I'm sorry, that says to me that he doesn't want to do his job in the way he should do his job, and I think it's just a little bit unprofessional. Considering that if it's a free site, it would have been a different thing. I wouldn't be bothered. But if people has to pay to go in there, I don't think that's acceptable. So who want to go out in it? I mean, nobody does. But like I said, you could have visitors at any given moment. So you've got to put your needs aside for your customers. You have shown him to have said that he can be bothered. I mentioned that part, so I am quite proud that you enjoy belittling people. I don't belittle people whatsoever at their places of work. If anything, though, Sarah, he actually tells us that he can't be bothered to go to the car park, and that wasn't instigated by any of us. He just openly said it. So I thought, well, solid. I mean, that could be a caption. That could be a caption in the thumbnail, make it a little bit interesting for my audience. Maybe you should just join those who do these stupid audits, and maybe then someone will give you back what you sent out. That sounds to me, though, Sarah, that you just don't know what I do, to be fair, because I'm not in the auditing game. I'm not in that community. Stop trying to make people out to be lazy and not doing their job. Also, it's called the wetlands for a reason. So yeah, that little last bit, everybody, that can be ignored. It's not really any point to read that. So Sarah thinks I do audits. I don't do audits. I said earlier in the video I will challenge the right to film because I'm a vlogger. Of course I'm going to film in public. I mean, that's that's how I do my videos. There's a law in the UK. We're very relaxed about it. In terms of the filming, other countries they'd be very restrictive. And yeah, it's not provoking. It's not provoking anything. If anything, that person there just harmlessly said it to us, and it's like, well, the camera's rolling. I mean, you must not. What's the one I'm looking for? You must not mind then it going on the internet, because otherwise they would have said, well, could you cut that bit out? Sorry, didn't know you was recording. I'm nice and polite, viewers. I've blurred people out who want to be blurred. I blurred out people in the past. Of course I have. If people that's nice enough to me and welcoming and being a nice person, of course I would do anything for them. So I think that wrapped it up, everybody. But I gotta show you now the clip where this have happened, because it wouldn't be fair if I didn't do that at the end. So you can see the before that exchange.
Thank you. I'm normally in the car park with a gazebo, so I can check you, but I didn't fancy it today.
So I didn't fancy it today. So I'm making it out. What was the comment? Let's just go back to that comment. A comment before that one. I have just. So there you go. So your thumbnail say the person can be bothered to do his job. Yeah, because he couldn't. That's plain and simple. He openly said that on my camera. He could have just not said that part, So he must have realised I'm recording and don't mind then. That's all I can say to it. So yes, the viewers and subscribers, I did take the wetlands video down, but however, it will be back up very soon with a re-uploaded copy with the staff members blurred. I never had any privacy requests, so I'm voluntarily doing it off my own back, just to avoid any further criticism. Don't get me wrong, everybody, I love criticism, I really do, but I think the criticism I received wasn't really well justified. But, I'm a creator, so if that's an opinion of somebody else's, you can't change their opinion. However, for the concept of this channel, the reason why I started it up and built it up isn't about any of that. So, yeah, I'll catch you, everybody, with normal content.